video. If you missed the live broadcast and you're watching the past broadcast, there's going to be some more New World gameplay. We covered New World this morning on my talk show, and we basically argued that the game is not broken. It does have problems and things that they need to address, but I essentially argued that the game is in actually a pretty good spot, and the player base is healthy, and the engaged player base being angry is a sign of health. And if you missed that talk show, you can go back and watch it. And the gameplay in the afternoons might start shifting to other games, but we will try to consistently have good New World coverage for you guys. That way you're able to continue to get that from us. I'm booting up the game right now. Hopefully there's not a queue. Apparently Eden had a queue over the weekend, and hopefully that's not the case today. Or we'll be sitting on this screen. I'll get my camera set in just a second. This is from my camera set from the other night, playing Escape Simulator with Hilly. If you guys didn't see that, it was actually like a really, really fun stream. Make sure and check that out. Okay, good. We got right in. I was like, oh no, we may have put ourselves in a bad spot here. When their right mind would be giving away edibles. And that's what I was saying. Like, I remember that. I saw that news, the news article or whatever. And I was like, there's no way that people are giving away edibles to kids. I mean, obviously you want to be careful. You should never be accepting stuff like that anyway. Like if it's not like an actual sealed piece, packaged piece of candy or whatever. Redirects have been so smooth. It's like a skippable ad. That's good. Let's see. I was going to try and move the campaign along today. Okay. Rested bonus. Nice. Let's see here what we can see. I don't even remember where we are right now. 600 people in queue. It was nuts. Oh, here we go. Purple. Purple's not, purple's holding. So I'm in Morningdale, and what I will likely be doing is just doing questing and town board in this area. 600 on the weekend was the queue. Okay. So I don't know if anybody's on right now. We can take a look. We got 4 community members on right now. Manny, Vinny, and Heinous Amos. That's great. We have 50 members. Nice. Oh, and our treasury's up to 2K. Nothing in my inventory. Okay. Yeah, remember to switch to live chat and smash the like button. It is a new stream. Every like helps. And I did take my streaming rig back to... or not back to, but to a place local. It was actually a really, really nice place. If we're ever in a hard pinch... if we're ever in a pinch and we need, like, equipment really suddenly... we will be we'll be able to get it there. They had some nice rigs. But I'm having them look at the streaming rig that I was using. We'll go up there first. If Manny, if you don't want to warp to me, you can warp here. Oh, I don't have enough Azoth. Well, I need 50. I can get that. Oh, you're Heinous Amos? Okay, cool. Probably lose Reek Water tonight. Really? Alright. Come on, I need some Azoth. I just need 2. We can hoof the rest of it. There we go. My tablet's so clean, so much cleaner than on my laptop. Oh, like the stream? Yeah, I want to get back to using that other rig because we can stream at a better compression And then I can use the gaming rig to play this game on, which will make it run a little bit better. It'll be on an SSD and a slightly stronger rig. Also a rig that I think just stays cooler anyway. And then I can move my wife's rig out to the living room. Okay. Manny's over there. So what I'm doing is I'm going to fast travel up here. I have insufficient Azoth. Oh, no, I don't. Hang on. I just got to put this stuff in storage to get it back down to 50. Okay. Your company can't hold against green and yellow combined. I just need to know, where's the storage safe? Is like this way. There it is. Just offload this stuff. I could have just dropped it on the ground, but... Okay. I can't click on it. Manny. There we go. Manny was blocking it. I mean, totally unintentionally. He was blocking it. Okay. Okay, you see much more on your tablet? Okay, we're going up to 1, which means we kind of have to hoof it. Yeah. This area is great for the XP. Give you a little bit more game sound. It's great for the XP, but it's just so winding to get anywhere. Yeah, we can't cut through there. We got to follow the road. Look at how ridiculous Manny looks. Can we give Zubair a wrench just for reminding us to switch? No. Yeah, Zubair can't be Zubair if he's a mod. Some people can't be mods. They're better as community members. We've always had that element where people are like, well, this person's here all the time. They're so great. And I'm like, yeah, and if you make them a mod, the dynamic shifts. It's usually a good thing. So now that Halloween is over, Merry Christmas. I mean, look, you can cheat and try to sway me with Mariah Carey, because obviously it's Mariah Carey. But no. Not until after Thanksgiving. Don't give me more power. Don't give me power. It'll go badly for everybody. Yeah. He wouldn't be the Slowly War. No, he wouldn't. He would not be that witty. Thanksgiving is over. Whatever. Okay, maple syrup. Settle down. Settle down, maple syrup. Wait, is that a fast travel over there? Yeah, there's a fast travel that direction. Oh, golly. Search for chests. Oh, that spear looks awesome. Looks like a pitchfork. Okay, Mr. 60. Whatever. Ah! Can I get an invite? Yeah. Hang on. Manny's got something for us. $54. I'll be able to use that later today. Chest right here. The Mabel gods were looking down on us. I just got a purple warhammer from that chest. Warhammer of the Mage. I'm telling you, I always get good warhammers. Well, I don't know if they're good, but they're always... Speaking of maple syrup, we got some really good stuff in our grocery store the other day that we didn't order. She's defrosting right now. How was Black Friday a lie? Thanks to Daddy Capitalism, Black Friday doesn't, or Thanksgiving doesn't exist. That's right. All right, we got to go to 2 now. It's a lie because it no longer starts on Friday. Yeah, I mean, Black Friday is starting to cannibalize the rest of the week. Like, when's it going to start now? Monday? Welcome to Black Week. What? That sounds terrible. It sounds so ominous. All hail the mighty retail dollar. Oh, we have to go up before we can... Oh, we got to take the frickin' road. Yeah, we can probably climb here. I think. Golly, I don't know. Might be able to grab right here. Ah. I'm very disappointed. Maybe here, maybe here. No. We're screwed, bro. Gotta take the road. It sounds like a My Chemical Romance song. Welcome to Black November. What is that? A Dryad Prowler? Okay. We have to go through this town to get to take the road. Yo, what's good, Melrose Mike? Keep calm and leaf blow. Ouch. Keep calm and leaf blow. That's great. Oh, we can take a non-road approach. There's like an open area. Yeah, the green. We can take the green back. If you guys are just tuning in and enjoying your time here, be sure to hit subscribe, the bell button, the like button. If you're here all the time, be sure to go through the ritual of smashing that like button. We're just cruising through some more New World content, trying to get my character leveled. So in New World, would a leaf blower be considered the greatest healing staff? Yes. The great leaf blower, the legendary leaf blower of Hank. It's a really rare drop in the game, but it's super strong. Leaf blow. All right. So what are we doing up here? Defeat corrupted at ceremony. A salamander snail? Gameplay was just a touch louder than I like it to be. Already, oh, he dropped a green. He dropped a purple. Officer's hat. We know that's not going to be a heavy. Ow! All right, two more. That's a 46. It's not bad. It's just a shame. I can't ever get like what I'm wearing. You know what I mean? Like a heavy helmet or a good spear. Sweet. Okay, so now we need to go to 3. We can pretty much straight shot to 3, I think. If we go, maybe if we go this way, we might be able to get over the mountain, and then it's a straight shot. Okay. Everyone's always talking about leaf blow. I prefer the better stuff. Oh, that's right. I need to cull 5 lynx. There's goats aplenty. I swear, every time in the beta it wanted me to kill an animal, it was a goat. I have a knot under my left shoulder blade. It's making me nuts. I hope eating like 6 Kit Kats helps because it's the best solution I can think of at the moment. You would have, if you like Kit Kats, Zubair. My son was super adorable last night. Every time he got Kit Kats, he was so excited. He'd be like, Mama, I got 2 Kit Kats. He's like, and that means I got 4 Kit Kats. He was so excited. I was trying to hit you with the thing. Hunt ram's head stag around. Oh, we just need to find a stag in this area. Hold still. Hold still. Oh, now let's go. We can heal while we go. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the stags will show up on my radar. I think they do. I could be wrong. It's also got the way marker all the way over there, and yet right now I could pull it off if there was one nearby. There's a big difference between standing in a digital line and literally having people in a line at 1 a.m. outside a store willing to trample everyone in their way to grab an item at half price. Not anywhere close the same. Yeah, it is a shame that some of that stuff is, hopefully going away for good. Ouch. Having more scalpers is better than that 1 a.m. crowd. Went to Black Friday once, never in my life again. I don't know. I'm always amazed that people do it. Turkeys that way, wolves that way. Scalpers make sure you never pay MSRP again. I mean, not necessarily. It depends on the item. Not every item falls prey to scalping. I mean, it's pretty common now for seemingly. It seems like virtually everything. Got a bear on my radar, but no lynx and no stags. There's a lynx. Oh, it's a wildcat. It probably won't count. He literally dodged everything I did. Nope. Yeah, he doesn't count. Oh, there's a stag. I bet. Somebody got a little excited. Okay. It counted. I was gonna try and go stun him with my spear kick. And someone got a little ahead of me. Huh. Missed every shot. Oh, I did. I missed every single shot. Just wait till you have a life staff drop and it's the life staff of Hank the Marvelous. If it happens, I'm gonna laugh. That'd be pretty funny. I worked retail for about 6 months and got lucky and got scheduled off Black Friday weekend. So when my brother and I first moved to Louisville, Kentucky, we transferred to the Best Buy here in Louisville, like really close to where I live now. And the Black Friday was coming up, and we were going home for Thanksgiving. And they were like, we were like, hey, you know, could we get Black Friday off? And they were like, no, it's retail. You can't get Black Friday off. And I was like, I worked at the Best Buy in Canton, and we had such a good sized staff that they would let the college students, go home if they wanted. And they got really snippy. They're like, well, this isn't Ohio. And they were like, no, we can't give it to you. And we were like, okay, we quit. We just quit. Like, all right, we're good, reliable, tenured employees. And, all right, we quit. Good choice. Have fun staffing this short notice for Black Friday. We're getting the same result. We're getting what we want out of the deal. The only thing I like about this section of the map, I don't like all the mountains, because the mountains really restrict your movement and where you can go, but I love the rain. We literally put our 2 weeks in right there, and I think they thought we were bluffing, like, oh, you're just saying that because you think we're going to fold. And we filled out the paperwork right there. It's like, nah, man, we legit quit. Like, we don't need this job. We can find another job, easy peasy. I mean, it didn't pay. One of the reasons I was so willing to do it too is they weren't paying me enough. Like, I was a senior, which is like right underneath a supervisor when I left Canton, and it came with a pretty nice pay raise. And obviously I didn't expect to get paid my, senior hourly if I wasn't a senior anymore. But they bumped me down so many notches on the pay. I remember being like, why would I stay here? Like, I'm a pretty long-standing employee, and I got promoted to senior and was, super knowledgeable and helpful. And it's like, they chopped my pay so much. And I was like, I got it. I was like, I don't expect you to pay me like I'm a senior if I'm not doing the work of a senior. I didn't expect that. But they chopped it down so low, it was like, I can go anywhere else and get this. You're not paying me as if I'm a tenured employee or an experienced employee. The last time we streamed gameplay, we were doing that cooking farm. Man, it was so ineffective. It was so ineffective. It's definitely a thing in high turnover industries. Managers like to wave that around like employees are replaceable. Not last minute in a case like that, though. Yeah, I mean, we were putting in the notice we weren't being jerks about it. Like, we were putting in the notice like well ahead of time, and we specifically went to the managers to try to like reason with them. Like, listen, like, if we're good employees, like, you can figure it out. You know, we are not going to break the store. If your store is that fragile, then, you know, that two people, and then you want to be like, well, then we got to give it to everybody. It's like, no, you don't. The people that live in the city are perfectly fine to work Black Friday. They can spend Thanksgiving with their families and then come into work the next day. We can't do that. Like, this isn't a career path that I've chosen for myself. It's freaking retail. And he insta-dodged. I'm fascinated by all the stories of how the power dynamic has changed and employees are in such high demand. All those years of bad faith from management are coming home to roost. Whenever I worked at AT&T, I told the one manager when I quit, I said, this isn't tenable. I said, I don't see this lasting. I said, you can't treat people this way in an environment like this. It's like, you're just going to constantly be replacing them. You know how expensive it is to train and go through all the processing of... Thanks, Mama. What? You know, people at AT&T? Especially environments like that. It's like, I'm not running a register. I'm activating phones and handling really expensive equipment. Yeah, and checking people's credit and everything else. Yeah, putting their socials in. So it's like, good job. They created a pattern of people just would accept the ramp up and quit after ramp up. You get automatic commission during your first 90 days, and they would just job hunt the last 2 months or last month they were there. I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was sweet justice. Treat people like crap. Hurts your business in the long run. It's well deserved. Okay. Okay. I don't think I would start with the Rice Krispie treat, Mama. I usually start with the fruit, the apple. Four orders of coffee, Mama. That's it? Mm-hmm. Have you tried cooking a lot? Yeah, there was a thing this guy was doing that was supposed to be like,
will be literally full of traces soon.
You know, it was supposed to be like a super effective way to level up or whatever, and it wasn't. He really understated how long it took him to get all of the berries and stuff. It was a really slow grind to get the berries and the nuts. People are starting to realize that the system needs them more than they need the system. There we go. I'm trying to lower the trading tax anytime I can. 15 common mana potions. There's no side quest here. What's the main story? Oh, it's that idiot that's so strong. It's common mana potions, right? Yeah, 15. Lurking. Thank you so much for lurking. Appreciate you guys supporting the gameplay streams. We have a premiere this afternoon. It is recommendations if you enjoyed Squid Game. Egg bread sausage, 5 of each. This is almost a guaranteed bust. Yeah, on the egg. Yo, what's good, cream of wheat? Wish we could help. Oh, I know, with that stupid story mission. Yeah, because I've run out of side missions. Oh, wait, there's a side mission here. And this area is 51 to 60. There's a side mission here, and this area is 41 to 50. I suppose we could go up there. I'm getting, like, depreciating returns from this area now. Which main mission are you stuck on? It's the one where you have to go into the cave and fight the guy, but nobody else can go with you. And he kept healing, and somebody said he's not supposed to heal, so it might have been a glitch. I don't know. Like, I could survive just fine. But I got him like half health, and then he healed all the way back up, and I was like, okay. I am way over leveled now, but I'm not built for damage. That's the problem. I'm spec'd as a healer, so like it's hard to do enough damage to stay ahead of him. It could have been a glitch. It could have been a glitch. And he's not supposed to heal. I don't know. Let's go up here. We can go up here. We could do these too. We could do some corrupteds. I'm gonna go to Brightwood because I got my inn there. And then let's just go north. $2 from different area. Have you seen Dune? What are your thoughts? I loved it. I loved it. I was supposed to rewatch it and do a review of it, but I didn't get to watch it over the weekend. I didn't have time. Fastest way to get Azoth now is Outpost? Really? Okay, so where is this guy? Yeah, that's right. He's over here. I'll go try it, because I can try it before we head north. I'll go try it. It's not that far. Outpost Rush is really good. It's PvP, isn't it? You went in there with friends? Were you guys on the same quest? Because I don't think you can if they're not on the quest with you. Were they on the quest at the same quest as you? Wicked Hard Lurker here, enjoying all the content as well as the new SNTR Presents content. I appreciate that very, very much. We have another SNTR Presents premiere this afternoon. We appreciate everybody that goes over and supports them. We're being a little bit more... I'm being a little bit more transparent about what we need over there. I had a conversation with my YouTube partner manager, and he basically said if you're going to try and turn the rudder of this channel away from gameplay, he's like, you're going to need to heavily rely on your people. He's like, you're going to need your community to just really, really support the vids. He's like, that's the only way. Because the sub base is just not responding to the content, unfortunately. But they might slowly start to over time. Because the more of you that engage, it might start showing up in their feeds. So, generally over here and with the live shows, I've been like, if you like what I'm doing, show up and support it. I've never been like, oh, support it, you know, even if you don't like it. I've never bought into that mantra. But with SNTR Presents, if you like me, you like what I'm doing, and you want the business to continue to flourish, we need that channel to get support. Like, just unconditional support, at least for the time being. You guys give me that for 6 months, and that channel will probably start to turn around. But as it stands right now, the initial support and response to the videos is going down sort of each time, so. And we know that might change. This week's episode of the Say No to Rage story is going to be the one about the Destiny community, and that might relight some fire, and suddenly we might start showing up in some people's feeds again. Too bad there's not a way for you to remove inactive subscribers from your channel. Well, I was told that it doesn't matter, but it's hard to believe that. When your channel's hitting below its weight class, I don't think you get very good treatment by the algorithm. Now, I was told it didn't matter. Because I asked him that. I said, has there ever been consideration about that? Like, what good is it to have 25,000 people that haven't watched a video in 12 months? What good is that? Wouldn't it be better, and you would get more pure results and more accurate results about how my videos are doing if I could go through and purify my sub base? And he was like, well, videos' performances don't actually suffer. I think somebody's in here. Yes, here we go. This might just help with aggro split if that Shrooby character comes in. Yes! Oh gosh, this is gonna be so nice. There's people here! Got him. Any thoughts on adding voice comms that you play with friends? Not particularly, no. Not particularly. I have felt over the years that the most important thing for any stream is the streamer's voice. There's a lot. I've got a lot of thought and philosophy behind that.
The destruction of the Alliance in its cradle. I swore.
and I worry that comms is not helpful. Now, obviously, if we start doing some of the late stage dungeons, that'll probably have to change. But that won't be like an everyday thing.
Figure out our next move.
When hit in a battle, activate a healing aura for you and nearby friends in a 4-meter radius, healing for 10% weapon damage each second for 6 seconds. That seems good. While holding a life staff, increase the amount of incoming healing to all friendlies in your group by 5%. Okay. Okay, boys. Yeah, we have officially moved the campaign along. We stalled out on that, and we got a ton of XP from it. So it might be good that we waited. So now we have that final 54 to 60 push. The campaign will really help. Let's equip that. Ooh, it looks cool too. It looks cool. People told me you don't have to do that for the watermark, but I don't know. I do it anyway. Yo, Matchstick coming in with a tier 1 membership. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Appreciate that very, very much. Thank you. I'm supposed to go 4K meters this way. Where is it sending me? Oh, in the Restless Shore. Read the fricking thing. Okay, we should probably fast travel. How high is my life staff? It's a 50. So yeah, it could afford an upgrade, Manny. Been gone for a while now. I'm back. Best to you and the family. Thank you, Matchstick. Yo, chest pain was 7 months. I don't know what I'm doing here, but I'm enjoying myself. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. I don't know, successful channels voice comm with other players. Successful channels using voice comm with other players doesn't necessarily refute my philosophy or my approach to content creation. I think, with especially my brand and what I offer in particular, this isn't like arrogance or anything. I think my voice is the most important asset of the show. And I think when that voice gets disrupted, interrupted, talked over, or gets minimized, I think that hurts the quality of my content. This is based off of creating content for 6 or 7 years and feeling out and establishing and carving out value. And I think value degradation is something that a lot of streamers don't consider because they're just playing with the boys or they don't really care about chat. I think my relationship to the audience is a lot different compared to many other streamers out there. And that's one of the reasons I survived a nuclear bomb getting dropped on my career. I'm going to assume this is, yeah. Does YouTube allow streamers to run ads? We can. I don't do it very often, though. I see you're sporting a new chair. I've had this chair for actually a very long time. Either maybe you haven't noticed it or haven't been here. I would love a relationship with a chair company. I'm waiting for Mavix to open up their application process because I think their chairs look dope. Nope, can't go this way. This one's from a place called Smug Desk, which we don't do. Oh golly, we don't do any work with anymore. It was a one-time deal, which I was appreciative that they sent me a chair, but I was a little disappointed that they didn't do an ongoing thing. I felt like we could have had a good relationship, and you know, I feel they dropped that ball, but whatever. Their company, however they want to run it. Was this person upstairs? Or are they like underneath? I don't understand. Where is this person? They gotta be underneath. It's acting like I'm walking past it. What the freak? If you were playing with someone and the person's voice annoyed me, I'd stop watching while you played with that person. I'm still in the other game, but I vibe with Lono. I appreciate that. Oh, it lit them up now. Okay. That was weird. Makes sense when you're actually talking on topics, but when you're running around doing quests with people to have banter... Yeah, I just disagree. I've done this for a very long time, and I don't agree with that. I think that the quality of the show degrades significantly when I do that.
I remembered where I heard the name Isabella. The legend.
It has nothing to do with, like,
Too true.
the people that you're playing with either. It's just people are listening all morning, and then the vibe shift is too extreme. It's a shift in and of itself to go to gameplay. In addition to going to gameplay, disrupting one of the remaining value points. I don't know. Mel used to say my voice was hot on stream. There are definitely better voices than others, for sure. Like, I think one of the reasons Friday Nights with Hilly is so enjoyable is because there's a very sharp juxtaposition. The British accent and my accent, I start imitating him or talking with the British accent just to be silly. Like, there's definitely a very big difference between the quality of some voices versus others, and you just have no control over that. Like, you don't know if their mic's going to be any good, it's going to crackle, it's going to echo, whatever, you know. Audio is the single most important piece of any entertainment. All research has pointed to the fact that people will watch a video if the video quality is poor, but the audio quality is good. People will not watch or consume content if it sounds bad to them. Now, that doesn't mean that voice comms are automatically bad. But when you carve out a brand that is basically a radio show, those voice comms are viewed by many people as a bad thing. They feel like it's too disruptive. Some people are louder than others, quieter than others. Some people overtalk or interrupt. It's just, you know, I don't know. You're always asking company members to help you with the questing. Most of the time it's not needed, but at times it would help with the questing. I don't think there's ever been a time where our questing would have changed if we were on voice comms. I don't think it would have changed anything. I just put a little waypoint on the map. I mean, Manny and Sinnett and Victor are with me almost every day. I don't think any of them would ever say, like, oh man, it would go so much smoother if we were on voice comms, because they're just usually following and supporting. Typically. Because they're not, a lot of them aren't even on the spot of the game that I'm on. He's got 10 Azoth from that guy. Defeat the doomed crewman. Okay. Easy enough. For the dungeons would be nice. They've tried using text chat. We have all those off too. I don't think you're representing the last couple times we dungeoned together accurately. We used text chat the last time, and we ran the dungeon twice just fine. The dungeons before that, we didn't really need it. The dungeon where we needed comms, they put all the instructions in chat, split the group up, and it went fine. I'd put money on the table that a significant portion of the people that play this game and dungeon through LFG just do text chat to establish roles and who's going where. What the what? Like last time I like went into my settings and changed the settings so I could like see what they were saying. Yeah, and we are pretty much over-leveled most of the time. That is true. Tilorn makes a good point. I said that once we get into the harder dungeons, the later dungeons, we will probably have to have voice comms. I mean, I did say that. I was like, yeah, we'll probably need voice comms for those. Because they're just more complex. They're more challenging. The first three, you know, not really necessary. The late game ones, yeah, I have no problem putting voice comms on. But, like, just day-to-day playing and bantering, I just don't think so. Some of it's a preference thing. I have to be enjoying myself and comfortable for the show to be good, and that's not gonna help. Retreating? Isabella's madness? Oh, letters. Got it. Yeah, when the context is right, I'm totally fine for voice comms. I think up to now we haven't really needed them. Is it just me, or do the floaty ghost guys have funky hitbox for spears? They do. They do. The floaty guys are... Their hitbox is wonky. I probably walked past... Someone asked for a debate in a come at me bro sort of way. Is it really a debate? Is it, you just saw a Gothic tweet where she did that? What did Vanessa say? Okay, we probably walked past her letter somewhere in the downstairs. That would be my guess. Dynasty doesn't need it, but maybe the two after. Yeah, I'm not gonna be a stubborn like a mule about it. Like if we're playing and we feel like comms are needed, we'll do it. I just don't. The day to day. If I could put it in a bottle and have you like drink it and experience how challenging it is, like what I do day to day, like the hours and the commitment and the energy. Comm sharing is a drain. Like I have a really hard time with it. It's very difficult. It works with Hilly because it's like beers with the boys, you know. Very different. Hang on, I thought I saw green up here. Oh well. Alright, not worth it. I'm getting outie. There's a guy calling her out saying he owned her in a debate, but all he did was sort of talk over her and interrupt her. Imagine your stress levels going up as I open up. No. I don't get stressed at all playing with you, Hilly. I look forward to Friday nights. Friday nights is like a different form of therapy for me. At least from the comments I'm seeing. I have always said this. Like, I would love to make content with Vanessa or other people where there is different sides of an issue being discussed. However, I think there is a giant difference between a debate and two people seeking understanding of the other side. You're not going to change my position. So let's imagine that your position is that, let's say we work at a company and you think the money should be budgeted for this and I think the money should be budgeted for something completely different, right? Now, we can come together and discuss what each other thinks, knowing full well it's incredibly unlikely we're going to change our position. But it's healthy, I think, for onlookers, listeners, and just your growth as a human to grow an understanding for somebody who thinks completely differently than you. I think most of the time, quote-unquote debates are nothing more than like brand loyal spectator like oratory sport. One team shows up and cheers for their person, other people show up and cheer for their person, and both sides walk away thinking that their side won. And I find it to be incredibly unfruitful and unhelpful. That's sort of the context. Somebody that pointed that out to him, he said, "Come and debate me, bro." Right. I unfortunately, I think a lot of things are just, a lot of debates and conversations like that are unfortunately just driven by ego.
Hello, hero. Really? Emil said the same.
I try to put my ego down and say, I'm not threatened by your difference of opinion. I'm not threatened by the fact that you think differently than me. I would like to learn and try to understand why it is that you think in this way. Like, you guys know that I have a faith and a belief system. I would be totally happy to sit down and just have an agnostic or an atheist outline why they think and believe the way that they do. I'm not threatened by that. I can put my ego down and say, I just want to hear. I just want to listen. I have questions. I have questions that might be difficult for you to answer. You might have questions that are difficult for me to answer. Not every worldview is polished, well-rounded, and perfect, right? And so, but I don't think there's anything gained between me being like, all right, Mr. Agnostic, come at me, bro, let's debate. And we ego each other the whole time, and then the crowd is both cheering for one side or the other, and then everybody walks away thinking, yep, we won. Entrenched tribalism, more closed-mindedness, less empathy, less sympathy, and you're just sort of digging deeper into your trenches. So I find most debates to fall into that category of you're just trench digging. You're not bridge building. We can build a bridge, meet in the middle, and have a conversation, and then walk back across the bridge to our respective sides, not really changed in what we think, but we have a better understanding and maybe the beginnings of a friendship with that person. I would much rather build bridges than dig trenches. That's how I view it. That's how I view it. I know for a fact there's stuff that Vanessa and I don't see eye to eye on. I know for a fact. And I guarantee you our conversation would be more fruitful because we formed a friendship already. We like one another's company. And so the disagreement would probably be more enjoyable than two people that don't really know each other just suddenly coming to blows. Like verbal blows. a man of peace. Make every effort to live at peace with the people around you, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I would love to sit down and have a discussion like that with you, not debate, just discussion. The minute you see that that person is not a threat to you, like they believe differently than you, the minute you see them as not a threat and just another person to have a conversation with, I don't know. I view people like books in a library, okay? There's layers, there's chapters, there's history, there's experiences that I haven't had, and I would rather learn and study it and never really change my position than to view the book, the person, as a threat. You're not a threat to me. You might make my life better and more enjoyable just from the conversation.
Good. That's
Talking
right.
wolf.
Normally, I'd never turn. That's the angry earth. Stubborn.
We are just like flying through quests right now. Go here and talk to this person. Here's 1,000 XP. I enjoy moderated debates the most. I've watched some debates that were very well moderated. Point, counterpoint, like very well moderated. The time is shared well. Nobody's taking cheap shots. And at the end of the day, they're just doing a good job establishing what both sides think. Nobody really walks away any different. And that's fine. I think that can be very educational. How do you handle when another person... do you want, in fact, to just make... Hang on a second. How do you handle it when the other person do want, in fact, just to make their ego shoe, like the other person just wants to debate and win? I would obviously do my research before having somebody enter a conversation like that. That's what the main missions are for, just tons of XP. Yes, I'm glad that we're back on this course. Okay, yeah, we can fast travel. Like, there's definitely people that give off a vibe. Like, I feel like Vanessa and I could laugh through a disagreement. Like, we get along. Do you see? There are people where the minute they open their mouth and establish their point, I'm like, I would never be able to have a good discussion with this person. They need to, they need to approach it in a way that would make me feel sort of welcome and respected, and not just like, like it's just somebody on an ego trip or something. You know what I'm saying? There aren't a lot of people that hit the quality of debate. What would the word be? Etiquette or discussion etiquette. A lot of people don't hit high enough on a measuring scale that I would ever even like share it. So like share a microphone with them. Like, I'm not going to do this. Like, your goals and my goals are not aligned. Like, you can think differently than me, but we can share a common goal. The common goal being, let's have a discussion to increase empathy, and you want to have a debate so you can walk away, ego, and claim that you won. Like, if our goals are aligned, even though our positions are not, that could be very, very enjoyable. What would not be enjoyable is being like, well, my goal is to have a fruitful discussion to increase my understanding of your position, and if your goal is to win a debate, then I'm not interested in that. We do not have aligned goals. We have to go to Eden Grove. Up here. Okay. It looks like the fastest route would be maybe Morningdale and then over. No. It would be probably Weavers and then up. Yeah, Weavers and then up. 99% of the time, the two people debating aren't changing their minds. It's the listener audience they're trying to sway. Yeah, but the truth be told, both parties are just going to be brand loyal, show up and cheer and clap for their side. Like, I don't know. Thanks for that. Yeah, I would love for that sort of stuff to start to take place on SNTR Presents. It just has to happen in a way that I'm comfortable with. Like, I'm not going to start doing a Bible study on that channel. That would be so weird, and I just don't think, and just so out of place and not fair. And it's honestly, it's not even a goal of mine. I don't even think that would be appropriate to the venue. I would just rather have discussions that seek understanding, not discussions that seek a winner. I also think, this is going to sound really, really arrogant, but I also think most people don't even know how to properly argue, so they just cheat the entire time, and they're too ignorant to know that they're cheating. Like, they don't actually properly understand argumentation and fallacies and, you know what I'm saying? Like, that sounds arrogant, like, well, I think I'm, like, above other people, but that's not it at all. It's that the art of debate is not really around anymore. People are just... we live in a soundbite culture, and people are more prone to just unwittingly cheat during an entire debate and think that they're some sort of a master when they basically stacked one fallacy on top of the next, and everyone cheers because they're winsome and likable. There was a moment in my life when I felt no longer need to prove that I'm the smartest person in the room, and life's been much more pleasant since then. Yeah, that can be very toxic to your relationships, for sure. Oh yeah, we can't go through. We gotta go left and up. Like, I don't even think I'm that great at debating. Like, I'm like adequate, but because so many people aren't, I seem impressive. Does that make sense? Like, I'm not even that great at it. Like, I'm decent at it. I would say I'm an average and adequate debater or orator or whatever you want to call it. There are people who are well-versed in debate that would wipe the frickin' floor with me. You know what I'm saying? I know that for a fact. There are people that would absolutely clobber me, like, logically, and their entire approach to debate would be incredibly hard for me to deal with. But the reason over the years, I look impressive is because internet argumentation, the bar is so low. It's like easy to look impressive in this arena because most people just argue from emotion. That's the single greatest cause of problems, I think, with discourse these days, is everything is rooted in and argued from emotion rather than logic and reason. And I'm not even talking about like in Lost, right? John Locke would tell Jack, well, you're a man of science, I'm a man of faith. I'm not even talking in that realm. I'm talking in any realm. Anytime there's a discussion or a debate going on, arguing from emotion is like the single greatest cause for discourse to die almost instantly. Remember when you thought you could be a GQ model? I never said that. What are you guys doing? Okay. He's kidding. Or I might have been joking once. I think I did say that once as a 100% clear and present joke. Yeah, it takes two hitting Game Pass. Yeah. Definitely play that with people. Thanks, Mama. Thanks, babe. Is it blue? Oh yeah, it is dark blue. Also, the moment you take a stance or a position, you immediately alienate a portion of the audience. We all love games. Let's all stick to that. Well, on this channel, that's the goal. I'm never going to turn this channel into that. No way. You said it as a joke, but I had to step in and tell you to slow down there. No. If I'm like at my best, like trimmed up, beard trimmed, hair, dressed, the right clothes and all that, I know that like I don't get much beyond like a 7. I know this. I know I'm not a 10. I can achieve a solid 7 given the right amount of effort. My wife said, isn't that most people? Yeah, probably. What was the phrase? Arguing from emotion is it's the end of discourse. You can't have discourse with somebody who's arguing from emotion. It's not possible. It clouds everything. It clouds clarity. It clouds their ability to listen. It is literally, I think, in the most literal sense, it is impossible to have discourse, a discussion, or a debate with somebody who's arguing from emotion. You can't do it. It would be like trying to argue with somebody about how pretty their spouse is or good looking their spouse is. You're never going to win that argument. They're not going to hear you. Why? Emotion is involved. They love their wife. You're never going to convince them that their wife isn't beautiful or their husband isn't handsome. It's rooted in emotion. The minute emotion comes in, it's going to override everything. There are times where emotion's super important, and defending something from emotion is totally legitimate, like the example that I just gave. Somebody that you love or care about. 100%, that's totally fine. But every time I look at the debates and the discussions, like if I'm stupid enough to open up Facebook and not just look at the memories and pictures of my children when they were babies, if I'm dumb enough to start scrolling through Facebook, that's the leading cause of discussion, debate, and the spread of misinformation, is people argue, think, and process things from an emotional position. And if you say that, they're going to feel like you're being condescending, and that's not it at all. It's like, I get that this is super important to you. I get that you're super passionate about it, but you're not arguing from the place of logic and reason. You're thinking based purely on emotion. Too short to 7, solid 6.5. Whatever. They also get presented with new information and they refuse to be changed by it. Right. There's psychological studies into why people have such a hard time changing their position. Like, new information does not change people's minds easily. It's look at this place. Holy moly, it's pretty. It's an unfortunate human characteristic. A common human characteristic is that we struggle to alter our viewpoint when faced with new information. It's very challenging. Some of this gets down to the root of human psychology and defense mechanisms, because new information feels threatening, so we reject it. Eden Grove's real pretty. Yeah, this is probably one of the best looking places I've been. This is great. I love how lush the colors are. Just, man, they just pop. One was a solid 5, maybe 5.3. Well done. 2 jokes wrapped in one. Jason Momoa, 10 out of 10. I think one of the reasons that cancel culture, and one of the reasons, like, what people did to me is so effective, is because that's what people do. They think with emotion. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, in the heat of the moment, everybody gets angry and acts out of that anger. No one presses pause and says, "Wait a minute, you know, we want some clarity here. We don't really even understand the scope of what's going on." Nobody does that, because once people were made angry, they lack the ability to think clearly. All you had to do was get people angry at me. The minute people were angry with me, they weren't going to listen to what I had to say. You know what I'm saying? emotion blinds the public. Like, it makes the public think incredibly, like, stupidly, I guess would be the word. Like, they don't think. Like, it's the absence of thought. It is 100% the absence of thought. It's not rooted in being careful or wise or... We have to go all the way down there? Are you serious? Oh yeah, I'm facing the south, and it said... Oh no, my thing's like 97 meters away. Sorry, Manny's like waypoints. Jacking with me. Anger drives engagement. Engagement drives growth and clout, profit. Right. Exactly. Okay, that was easy enough. I gotta go back and talk to her again. It's your route for farming? No, you're good, Manny. You're good. It was like, it was perfectly, it was just, again, it was just dumb luck. It was perfectly lined up with my waypoint.
True heart of the angry earth. There are many, don't concern yourself with my welfare.
Where's she want me to go now? Search the alchemist. Search for the alchemist? Okay. Abe just starts hitting him with your mama jokes when you lose a debate.
Ah, I learned that the hard way, but you might possibly. But we need more.
Thank you. Place the first blight bomb. Another question, if I may. Other than just to let the emotion of the moment pass, how do you talk with someone where they want to debate you from emotion? Oh, golly. Well, you don't owe them anything. How would you handle it? I mean, I guess for the thought experiment in your question, I would have to say... Let's just say, for the sake of it, this would never happen, because that's not how Vanessa operates. But let's just say Vanessa and I were having a disagreement on a podcast, and she clearly was sort of ramping up the dialogue and the vocabulary, and arguing from emotion. You know, it would be clear to anybody watching, like, she's arguing from a place of emotion. And I would feel like, wow, this is kind of like what we didn't agree to. I don't think she would ever do this, but no, like, nobody is beyond getting caught up in the moment. So it's obviously possible that something could be very personal and kind of she could get a little, and this word gets overused, but she could get like triggered, right? And suddenly find herself, you know, thinking with emotion instead of thinking with you know, logic and reason. If that were to happen, I guess I would just try to do my best to diffuse and say, I really feel like we're entering into an emotional argument now instead of one that is sort of calm and reasoned out. Because even in the moment, you want to be sympathetic and empathetic. Like, this is a human being, and there's probably a whole host of reasons that they're getting swept up into the emotion of the situation. This is why when you guys would come back and like apologize, like, oh, Lono, I got swept up in it and I believed what they said about you, I'm so sorry. I was always like, dude, you don't have to apologize for being a literal human being. Like, of course you got swept up in it. It was crafted in a way that you would get swept up in it. That's why you know it's dishonest, because it wasn't handled in a legitimate way, right? Same, I would try to apply the same rules in a debate. I would try to apply the same rules, like, this person I'm discussing this with is a human being and they're getting caught up in it, and I would do my best to say, listen, I want to be understanding of how this might be, you know, pushing you to a more emotional argument. But then fairly try to say, I don't think your argument's rooted in logic and reason right now. I feel like you're coming from a place of emotion, which is not a good argument. We do this daily. You think we'd be pros at it? We have to diffuse one another about alternating events. Me and you, Creech? Good stat is to lessen the tension with some humor and good faith. Yeah. Usually just you know, diffusing with some humanity. You know, just remember, try to humanize them, get them to laugh. You know, so that you don't start doing the same thing. It's not easy. Like, coexisting is not as easy as putting a bumper sticker on your car, man. It's work. It's work. You have to be super intentional. Think about how intentional you have to be in a healthy relationship. All these people are like, we never argue. I'm like, right. Your relationship's not very deep then. Like, you're acquaintance roommates if you never argue. People that say they never argue with their spouse are either hiding the most toxic relationship in existence or they're acquaintance roommates. The depth of a relationship can't be very deep if you're never arguing. Like how genuine and true is your communication? How open and honest are you being with that person? Are you actually showing up and being present, or are you just gliding through life and, you know, tolerating each other? I don't know. I can't imagine going through life and not having disagreements and fights with the people that you love. What kind of weirdo uses humor to lighten situations? I'd never do that.
As bitter witness to the scars of time, with the blight comes the rarity.
This has got to be one of the greatest XP runs we've ever had. We're just running like a couple hundred meters, talking to somebody, getting a ton of XP. Oh, this one's going to be a bit more of a hike. We got one close by, though. The attack on you was clearly orchestrated. When I stepped back and looked at it, it was just full of buzzwords and no crimes. Yep. It was very, very calculated. Using words like that, I mean, it just immediately evokes emotion. When you hear that a person, you know, assaulted another person, you don't think. You just accept it like it's immediate belief. That's the real sinister nature of it. Is hijacking words that provoke people's emotions. They manipulated they manipulated the public to get an emotional response. It was all very well crafted. Words and phrases were chosen very carefully. Subjects are important. I'm usually more logical than emotional, and some of my closest people are more emotional when we have a discussion. Well, it's like super hard to show someone that they're arguing from emotion because it's really weird. Like, so their emotions are a defense mechanism. It's going to keep them from seeing that. So if you say, "Oh, you're kind of arguing from emotion right now," they'll be defensive against hearing that. Why? Because they're arguing for emotion. So sometimes you have to indirectly show people, like, give them a what for. Like, try to give an example of, like, you know, you would say, if I were to argue about this from a place of emotion, this is how I would do it. And then you would say, and that's not a legitimate or fair way to argue about the situation. Are we supposed to climb? We got it. We must have to climb. Oh! I didn't quite see how you guys did it. There we go. Yeah, I think we're going to have to climb. Because I'm not quite sure the path up. Maybe. Maybe his way. Oh, this is so unfortunate to be this close. Oh, he found a lane. We made it. We billy-goated. All this diplomacy is exhausting. I prefer brute force. Right, Witty. One of the things you can do, man, it's tough. It gets really busy. But one of the things you can do is you can say, listen, it's clear this is really important to you. It's clear that you care about it, and your feelings about it should be affirmed. Whether you're angry or sad or scared, that's okay. There's no reason to minimize that. But that's not a good foundation for a starting position or premise or argument or argumentation point. 80% of navigating this game is billy goating. That's right. So, like, you can affirm someone's fear, anger, concern, worry, whatever their emotional state is. You can affirm it, but then don't affirm. You don't have to affirm their argument. You know? Like, I do this with my daughter sometimes, right? She is, she's expressed that she's scared about something, right? I'm like, it's totally fine to be scared. It's totally fine to be scared. But when you don't trust me, I'm telling you it's safe. I'm telling you you can do this or do whatever. Like, a lot of times with her, it's food. She's got a food allergy, so she has some natural, fears and anxieties about food sometimes. And it can be a little frustrating because she will allow the fear to, control her in an unhealthy way. And so I'll say, it's totally okay to feel afraid. Like, that's a good thing. That means you're concerned and you're alert and aware, and that's you being a very big girl and owning your allergy. I said, but I'm here telling you it's safe, so you need to trust me. Trust me in what I'm saying. There are times where she doesn't want to eat, or she gets like over hungry and she's like, well, my belly hurts, I don't want to eat anything. I'm like, we've been through this time and time again. You have to trust me and know that if you start eating, you'll feel better. This is kind of a common thing with her. And every time she does, and slowly over time, she starts to trust me more. So I think you could take a similar approach in an argument. It's difficult, though. It's difficult because the minute you start speaking in that way, somebody might feel like you're being condescending. I feel emotional debates are more about people needing validation or wanting someone to make them feel secure in some way. Yeah, like much of the public dialogue about a lot of the subjects over the past couple of years fall into that category. People feel powerless and scared, and this is a way to feel like you can control the situation. This is one of the lies of this is one of the lies that anger can tell you, right? So anger is usually driven by a sense of injustice. Like something unjust has happened. Right? It happens in video games all the time. You feel like that wasn't fair, that wasn't right, or whatever. So, anger is usually a sense of like, this is not just... where the frick are we? We need to go the other way. I'm going the wrong... Are you this tryhard, bro? Seriously? Okay. So usually when you respond to a situation and you get really angry and you start shouting, the lie that you're believing is that a loss of control will somehow give you control. So like, a dad just absolutely yelling at and berating his children. He doesn't feel he has control, and so this is how he's going to get control. But the problem is you're relinquishing control. Like, you're giving over to it. You're being controlled by it. It's okay to say, I'm really angry and frustrated right now, and I wish you would stop doing whatever it is that you're doing, right? But giving over to it, screaming, yelling, throwing stuff, breaking stuff, you're only doing it to get control of the situation or to reset the scales. Like, if you feel like you've been slighted, mistreated, or whatever. Like, kids will really sting your pride because they don't listen to what you're saying, and You know, you're just trying to walk through Target, right? But that's the common problem with it, is that you're relinquishing control to try to get control of the situation. And so a lot of the emotion-driven debating of the day is driven by the same psychological breakdown. It's like you don't feel like you have control over the situation, and you are giving over to emotion in an attempt to exert some level of control over it. So raging out on a Facebook post or a tweet gives you some sense of control over what's going on, because you don't like the feeling of the lack of control, or what you feel like might be like an injustice that's being done to you, or, you know, whatever the case may be. Camping sniper in Battlefield killed me. It's so unfair. Right, yeah. Like, if you really break down much of the rage in PvP matches, it's usually that. It's like you feel that the strategy that they're using is illegitimate, or, you know, is laced with something that's unfair. It's OP, it's cheesy, it's cheap, it's whatever. Like, you break down like raging at Dark Souls. Like, what do I typically get stuck on? If something feels cheap, if something feels like it wasn't a fair, I wasn't dealt a fair hand, is typically what drives my irritation in games like that. Good job, Mama. I don't think any of the chords over there could do that. Maybe one. Okay. Ow. Yeah, the whole, like, men aren't emotional, women are emotional thing, I just don't think that's the case. I just think the emotional expression is different. I think it's just more visible. I think it's more common for a woman's expression of emotion to be more visible. It's just different. There's just differences in how we're wired. Now, this doesn't mean this is true every single time, but the way that we're wired creates propensities. And one of those propensities is that they'll express it in a way that is just more visible. That's all. Doesn't mean that a dude can't get just as emotional about something. I mean, I am actually a very emotional person. I'm crying all the time whenever I'm watching TV shows, Lost or whatever. I get very emotional. I also think there's been decades of dudes being told not to express their emotions. Don't get angry or don't cry, and so they shove it all down and don't let you see it. You gotta warn me when I'm doing the free fall. It makes your tummy hurt. Yeah, that was a big one. Too many feelings just get bigger muscles. Yeah. That is definitely a generational cliche, Abe. You know? It's a generational cliche. I would even say for you, Abe, it might be a cultural cliche. Like, that's common in the circles that you probably grew up in, that you need to be tough and not show weakness, not cry. That's common in America in general, but it is, I think, it can be maybe even more common in the circles that you grew up in. It's just a very common thing to be told. That could be motivated by a survival instinct, right? You got friends and family that are like, you better toughen up, you know, wherever you live or the school you go to, you might feel like you need to. Like the fear that weakness will be attacked. Men just want it to end, women want a conclusion. That's funny. I don't necessarily know if it's true, but it certainly is a funny observation. On a serious note, you don't cry, you gotta be a man. Yeah. It's a major issue. I had women say, guys can't cry, even my age and younger. I'm younger than you are. Yep. It's super unhealthy. The scope of the human existence and the scope of the potential emotions you can feel. Why would we act as if some of them are not appropriate for a certain, like, gender? I don't know how to get up there, do I? No, it's down there. Weakness is attacked mercilessly. Yeah, but you change the dialogue. All the Amazon emails come at once. Delivered, delivered, delivered. Like, why isn't showing emotion considered brave? This is another one of those areas where it's not easy to navigate. GG's in it. Dealing with emotion, something I still struggle with this day. I wasn't raised to express some of it. As I got older, I realized it was something I shouldn't be ashamed of. Right. Making cry sometimes maybe, but not because of insignificant things like movies. Why not? Man. What a joy it is to feel something in a deep way, to be moved by something. Man, you're missing out. It's pretty awesome. Was it the poet? I think it was Rumi that said, I think he's a Muslim poet, that just to be informed is a cause for jubilation. And what he meant was, just to be in human form, just to exist is a cause to celebrate. The fact that you get to exist is awesome. Like, not only that, oh, this area is bad. Not only that, but like experiencing emotions can be awesome. Like, you get to experience that. You get to watch. I get to watch a movie and get into it and feel and cry. Like, I did it the other night, dude. When Sawyer is trying his best to hold on to Juliet, it's too much. It's just so well done, well written, well acted. There's story arcs that lead to that moment. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. I get so into their stories. Like, I know when, like, Richard has his episode and his wife and all of that, I know I'm going to be a freaking train wreck in that episode. Like, so it's just, I don't know. I just let it happen. It's so, I don't know. It's so liberating to just allow yourself to feel and to not feel like clamped down, clenched down, you know, like, what are you hiding from? Who or what are you hiding from? Okay. Yeah, let's go around here. If adults cry at a fictional movie, I just don't get it. I mean, I'm not offended by that. I will say though, it's kind of like ASMR and hypnotism. I think some people are less susceptible to it. Like, you just get less emotionally invested in whatever you're consuming, and that's totally fine. That's just the difference. The difference in existence is that some people are wired in a way where certain musical tones and certain sounds, you know, they would find relaxing and you wouldn't. It's similar with entertainment, right? It's similar with entertainment. I think some people just get more emotionally invested and then can be emotionally moved by it. Oh, frick, it's up. How do we get up there? You think? I don't know if we can billy goat this wall. This wall looks too steep. Abe, shut up, Abe. I don't know if we can Billy Goat this. Is there a path up? Oh! Yeah, Victor. Okay. Maybe. I don't think so. We might have to do a cutback. Oh, frick. No. I don't think we're getting up here, boys. Half the entertainment is the emotions that make you feel. Yeah, like, I don't know. Isn't it really good writing and good acting and good directing when you're angry at the bad guy? You have a desire for the bad guy to get his comeuppance. I don't know, like, that's part of the viewing experience. Oh, there's stairs over here. That's part of the entertainment, right? If I cried in front of my wife, she would eat me alive in a bad way. Man, I feel like that's unfortunate. That's like a sad thing to... I think that's a sad thing to read. You don't get to be you? What's wrong with you? I don't know. That's a part of you. That's a part of who you are. I remember I was sitting in a group therapy session, and this guy talked about how his toughness and his resoluteness alienated his wife. She felt he was so tough and he was so good at dealing with the situations that they were going through. They were going through some chaos. Chaos had greeted their life, and he was handling it very stalwartly. And she felt alienated because her internal chaos about it and feelings were at like a 10, and so was his, but he didn't show it. And so when he finally broke down one day and said he was having a really hard time keeping it together, and he was just so scared... Oh, I'm dead. It was like a breakthrough moment for her. It was like therapeutic for her and freeing to realize I'm not alone in this chaos. He's feeling it just as deeply as I am. So sometimes I wonder if you think she would eat you alive, but what if she would feel like, oh wow, that's really tender and intimate for him to share that with me, to share that emotion with me, to cry and to be sad. I don't know. You might be pleasantly surprised. Either that or she punches you in the arm and tells you to toughen up. I don't know her. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just giving you a story from my life that I thought was pretty illuminating when I heard it. You've grown up in a house like that, maybe in an environment like that, but the culture is most certainly not like that. Which, I don't know who you respond to when you said that. Mine wants me to open up more. It's hard. That's something that we've been working on, man. Therapy has been super helpful, but boy, it's tough. It's like the first time you go and do a workout, and it's hard, and your muscles are sore afterward. It's like it's work. You got to stretch yourself mentally, psychologically, like spiritually. Like it's not easy. Emotionally. We thrive on resolve. We grind the daily together with faces forward with stalwart resolution. What's that from? To show emotion is a sign of weakness. Are you saying that you believe that, or are you saying that people think that? Some women are savage will completely berate a guy for crying. That's on them. That's her problem. That's her own insecurity. That's her own insecurity. She feels threatened by your sign of emotion, like either because she feels that it's a sign that you're weak and there's an instinctual fear there, like, oh, I'm with someone who's weak and won't protect me if I need protected. It could be an insecurity with respect to, like, they grew up in a home where, you know, crying was, you know, berated and chided and seen as weak. What's the evolutionary advantage to emotions? Oh, I don't know. I mean, I would say maybe being in tune with your emotions helps you know if you're with a good or a bad person. I don't know. Can help inform your decisions. Gut instinct, that kind of thing. I don't know, man. Are you gonna learn my lurking super chat? All love, always enjoy the content. Oh, I'm sorry, Anton. Lurkity lurk, $2. I'm sorry, dude. $2 tip and the lurk. Anton, I appreciate it. Thank you, homie. Very, very kind. I'm sorry. We get in these discussions, man, and I see the alert, but I don't see the alert. Does that make sense? Time to Billy Goat, boys. I don't know. Hang on. We might be really close to an easy path. We're not. Up we go. This might be a fool's errand. I don't know. This is a very high cliff. Maybe here? No. Yeah, I think we're Dundee. Too steep. We're going to have to go around. Aw. Just look at your dogs and cats. It's just part of being a living thing. It's the most basic form of communication. When a baby cries, you know that it needs something. Right? Emotional expression is the most basic form of communication. Crying, laughing, a change in vocal tone, facial expression. This is your most base level form of communication. I could mute my microphone right now and be showing emotion and communicating to you how I feel about what's happening in the game. I could be laughing, shouting, screaming, like. People want to have it both ways. They want to blame things on toxic masculinity, but also want to tell men they're not allowed to be vulnerable. Or they want to blame things on the patriarchy and toxic masculinity, but then act as if, you know, men are held to a different standard in public encounters. Like, I don't know. A party where people are drinking and having, you know, drug consumption. Men are held to different standards by the very women that would claim that that the men are the problem. Their toxic masculinity and their patriarchy are the problem, and yet they re-entrench the idea that there's a power imbalance by acting like men should be held to different standards or men have innate power. It's hilarious to me how contradictory people are, and they don't even realize it. You can't claim you're strong and powerful in one breath, and then the next breath say that you were, you know, a weak, pitiful flower that couldn't speak up for yourself. Like, it doesn't. I don't buy into that dialogue. Both can't be true. It's like you're saying Yas Queen in one sentence and poor little girl in the next. Which do you want? Which narrative is true? Whichever one is convenient. That's the facts. There's a time and a place for crying, but if anyone ever insults me for doing so, I have two sides of my butt they can kiss. Yeah, dude. I don't. Why you should never. I don't know. You should never feel that way. You should never feel that way. Where is this? Are they above me? Oh, no, they're below. Okay, I didn't want to drop down if it was wrong. Expressing emotions is proven to foster better mental health.
As water
Not sure what we're
quenches
debating. There's always
magma with its
evolutionary
depth,
advantages.
You wish to turn our debt. We hope you know what you're doing.
Hey, 55
One
ding!
final dry. All things return to us once you have braved the gloom.
Let's go.
Formulate corruption's doom.
I don't think that's scientifically true. I don't think being overweight, especially if you're unhealthily overweight, I don't think you would be advantageous to starving in a famine. You're not a camel. You know what I'm saying? There are so many other health complications that come from that. Like your immune system might be weaker. So surviving the famine would actually be harder for you. You'd be more prone to sickness and weakness and frailty, like even though you're big. I don't think that's scientifically true. Like that sounds true, but I don't think that it is. I don't think any doctor or nutritionist worth their weight would say, "Oh yeah, obesity would help you survive a famine." I don't think that's factually. I don't think that's true. I'm not a doctor, but I don't think that's true. I think you're far more susceptible to problems when you're unhealthy. You're not going to survive a famine any better than me just because I'm slim and you're not. My last girlfriend was good about emotions, but when I was tired from work, 6 days, 10 hours, would suggest change jobs. This was during sickie. Couldn't afford to do that. Yeah. Sometimes you just want to be like sometimes you just want to be like, dude, my job stinks. Can you just let me be tired and talk about how my job stinks? Like, you don't need a solution. He's gonna retreat. I knew it. What am I supposed to be doing? Gather blessed seeds from the Dryad seed keepers? Ow! There's sentinels over there. I'm not seeing seed keepers. I'm assuming a seed keeper is going to be like a boss. Fighter. Sentinel. Well, not Big Mo. He said that we wouldn't want to encourage people to be fat because it might have an advantage in a famine. Which, how is that even gonna? When's that even gonna happen? A famine? Like, where do we live? And my point was, under the category of unhealthily overweight, I don't think somebody who would be unhealthily overweight would have a better time surviving in a famine. I think they would have a harder time. Not an easier time. I don't think it's accurate to say that. They're blessed seeds from the Dryad Sea Keepers. Are you guys trying to tell me? No, okay. I'm assuming they're just roaming around the area? It's not. Large people need more calories, so famines are more devastating them. Yeah, like your entire nutritional makeup and metabolism would be totally shredded by a famine. It would be hard on everybody. Oh, here they are. Here they are. Sea Keepers. I can't see! You guys clean that up so I can get this river crest. Okay. They'd be eaten first. Yeah, if everybody resorted to cannibalism, I was waiting for somebody to make that joke. Oh, golly. I don't think he expressed the point well, but he's right. Having a body that tends to conserve calories can be an evolutionary advantage in the right environment. Yeah, but that's super specific. Yeah. I was saying that in response to somebody asking what's the evolutionary advantage of showing emotion, and I said there might be evolutionary advantage to some things that we don't want to promote. Right, yeah, your example just sounded like it didn't sound like it was ouch. It didn't sound like something that was like rooted in science. I get what you're saying. Like, it'd be evolutionary advantageous to a certain degree to get rid of your competition or, get rid of your neighbor and consume all their resources if you could do it without there being any consequences, right? Like, you remove the consequences and it would be evolutionary advantageous to, wage war on your neighborhood, consume everyone's resources. But that doesn't mean it's a good thing or a right thing to do. So, can you tell us again why you murdered your neighbor? Well, it's evolutionary advantageous. He's got resources. Now I have his resources. I have more resources and power and standing in the world. I'm thriving. All right, lock him up. Our locomotion's also one of the most efficient. We can outrun distance and speed. almost every animal on the planet? Are you sure?
Hearts are be careful with that.
There's a whole lot that would run me down. Like, I don't know about you, but like if an army of squirrels showed up to my backyard, I couldn't get away from them. They'd be way faster than me. I'd be dead. I would be dead. Oh, distance, not speed. Sorry, it word wrapped on not, so I just saw distance and speed, and I was like, huh? So like most animals would get tuckered out before I would. I'm in better shape than I used to be too, so that's probably true. I mean, I'm getting 5 or 10 miles on the bike every morning. My endurance and stamina is a lot better now. Yeah, cheetahs can't even eat after they get a kill. They have to rest. Because the exertion to eat would be too much. They have to literally sit there and rest next to the kill. Lona has a bike for a couple months, swears he can outrun the animal kingdom. No. Like if you put me in me on a treadmill and a squirrel on a treadmill, yeah, I probably have more endurance than a squirrel, but that thing would outrun me 10 times before Sunday. Like, there's a video of a guy getting attacked by a squirrel in his garage. I'm like, that would be terrifying. They're so fast and little. What the frick would you do?
I see you have the... Even if this works, your plan for the Motherwell is still insane. But the corrupted Ebonscale fleet is a very real threat. And I'll breathe easier knowing it's neutralized. Good luck.
Oh my gosh. Holy good golly. Alright. We've not gone to... I swear I've gone to Monarchs. Oh, I have. Settlement. Oh, okay, cool. I was like, I feel like I've gone to these places. I don't know if I've gone to Ebonscale. I don't. Where's that fast travel beam? It's over there. We have squirrels that throw things at you when they approach their tree. Dude, I'd be getting a slingshot. I'd be having fights with them. That'd be fun. I'm like, oh, you think you're bad? Okay. What do you say to this acorn to the face? I mean, you guys already know I would punch a goose, so I ain't got no problem returning fire on a squirrel. You know? Okay, I haven't gone to Ebonscale. I thought that was true. I know that I've... Brother, I know I've gone to Monarchs. I swear to you I have. What's the fastest route then? Probably Everfall and then across. Dadgum joke. It actually might be faster. I wonder. Like here, right? Here and then road over to the settlement would be the fastest. Is it true you dance with squirrels? No. No. They're too big and they step on my toes. Okay, okay. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We want to go there. No, we need to go north. We need to go north to get to the road. Lono beat me to it. Oh, I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. The short jokes are so predictable, so I was like, I'm just going to take it away from you. I was like, surely somebody's going to make a joke about how I'm smaller than a squirrel. Like I'm literally the size of a pack of gum in so many of your minds. Honestly, half the short jokes I throw your way make no sense. I'm gonna try anyways. Well, part of joking is exaggeration. People definitely place emotions over facts and logic. It's why the feelings crowd gets so huffy when you present them with facts and logic. That's right. The starting place is just... it's just already tense, you know? Hoofing it. Travel to the Dynasty Shipyard. I feel like we've made good progress today. You know? Madam just let you out of her purse every morning at 9 a.m.? Yeah. It's amazing we even have kids with how small I am, you know? Like holding the babies when they were infants, you know, didn't crush me and kill me. During a famine, Lono would be considered a light snack. I got news for you. Post-apocalyptic environment or famine environment, you'd want to be on my team. You'd want to be on my team. I can fit into small spaces. I'm fast. And I can do what's necessary. I can stomach the bad stuff, dude. I can stomach the bad stuff. People are like, I don't know, man. He's really changed ever since the sun went dark. Well, it's just not the same, dude. He's too pragmatic. It's scary. He's the Glenn of the group? No. What was his name? Shane? Johnny Bernthal's character? I would have definitely been a Shane. You know, the old man trying to stick to right and wrong. I'm like, what are you talking about, brother? It's us or it's them. You're either the butcher or the bull. And I'm not about to be the bull. Okay, this many musketeers is annoying! Just constantly shooting at me! Oh my gosh, what the frick is that? Lonos no Shane. Homie, you don't know me. You don't know me. I'm telling you right now. I'm just telling you. You would want to be on my team. I would get things done. My kids and wife are involved. Homie, you want to be on my team. Coral. Coral. Get in the house, Coral. Manny's like, what took you so long? Nothing much, just getting shot at by pesky musketeers and a tiger? Oh, this is bad. You brought a spear to a gunfight. No, not even like that, Abe. No. Some interesting sounds in this place. Are you serious with the aggressive boars? Leave me alone, bro. Oh, the gator. Shoot. Going out of his reach. Can you mitigate the damage? Lono's a secret prepper. No, I'm actually not a prepper. I'm not like that. That's not what I mean. Do you not know what you're capable of? I know what I'm capable of. In the right circumstances, especially if my family was involved. You wouldn't want to try and steal our bread, is what I'm saying. It wouldn't go well for you. You wouldn't want to try to steal our bread. Yo, look at this place. I've never been here. This place is dope. This Doomsday Kit's water, baked beans, and a short dress and a blonde wig. No, that's not it. No. You doing Dynasty? No. We're not doing Dynasty. Is that where I'm headed right now? The Dynasty dungeon? I was just coming here so I could fast travel here eventually. What are you gonna do? Bite someone's ankles? Like I said, at summer camp softball, I like when people underestimate me. It makes winning easier. More scared of Madam and it's not even close. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. That makes sense. But I would obviously have her at my side.
Theater. You could.
Well, the theater. What happened to the theater?
Excellent.
Excellent. I'm gonna grab all the sidey quests. Yeah, preppers never say they're preppers. Oh no. I'm stuck in the bamboo. I got out.
Greetings, Ty. Yes, we must defeat her and destroy her ships. But simply reaching her is the difficult part.
Okay, that's all the side quests in the area. Oh, thank you, Endeavor. I appreciate that. Where's the town board? These towns are super cool looking. But, let's see. Where's the town board? It's behind me. And over there. Summer camp softball, clearly appropriate training for disaster. No. Every year at summer camp, because I was small, everyone would scoot in on me, And I always loved that they did that because I would crack the ball way over their heads. Like, I was little, but I was athletic. Like, I was good at a lot of different sports. Like, I was always playing sports with my brothers. So, soccer, softball, even football. Like, I was pretty good, you know. You want to gem for your life stat? Yeah, sure. So, I like when people underestimate me. Like, imagine you're about to go fisticuffs with a guy, fight a guy, and he's underestimating you because you're small. He's not going to know what happened. He's going to be like, what happened? That was like I got in a fight with a squirrel monkey. You know what I mean? Kevin, he hit me twice. Like, that's what it would feel like to fight like a small, wiry, fast, aggressive guy like me. It would be like, Kevin, he hit me twice. Like, that's what it would feel like. I'm telling you. Underestimate me. I want you to. Go on. I want you to do it. All right, so light. Ooh, we got medium here. Dex focus. That's good. A nice jump on elemental, but a bit of a dip on the physical. Crippling reap. If you target with reap is below 50, they are slowed. Garbage perks on here. But it's better than what I'm wearing because it actually leans into my stats. That's all Constitution. That might be worth wearing. Look at UFC, those dudes are tiny. No, the brain underestimates little people, though. So I'm telling you, man. Being small has advantages. People think, God, he's short. What do we have to worry about? That's exactly what I want you to think. That's exactly what I want you to think. Go ahead. Saunter over here with all your confidence. Okay. All right. Okay. It just means less bullets. Eugene. Eugene showing his true colors. Big man smacks you down. I hate damage. I can't mitigate. That's what I would do. I would approach it like Dark Souls. I'd be ranting about the unmitigatable damage. See, but that would confuse them. Like, your arm reach is so unfair, dude. I can't mitigate the damage. She'd be like, what? And then I'd be like, pow pow. Nothing. Forget what I said. Forget all that. Gotta keep my 6-foot advantages. Yeah. Height has advantages. It does. It also means you need bigger cars and more legroom on airplanes, and it's harder to shop for clothes. This apocalypse is trash, dude. It's cheap garbage, man. It's so unfair. Worst apocalypse ever. I prefer the other expansion. I prefer the Sticky expansion. That was a lot easier to deal with. You're raiding the kids' candy while at school. Oh, man. If I had a way to tell them, I would. I would rat you out so fast. Your dad said something about, like, you don't like candy. I don't know. Something about tough love. Oh, you little. Search for chests. So the one that I got didn't count. Can you not? Ow. Ouch! You guys are super annoying! Get freaking kicked in the face, bro. Take part in the provision. Okay. Click the air dragon statuette. Wait, where are we? Air, water, earth, and fire. Okay, we're at earth, so we need the earth dragon statuette. Where the is it? It's not. Is it on the map? Is it over there? It's acting like it's over this way. That's probably... Oh yeah, right there. I think. It's probably behind this guy. Yeah. Hey, kill Golrin. That sounds like a friendly name. Adios. Okay. And what else in this area can be done? Oh, nice. Oh, the statue grind's going to be a bit of a bee. There's at least... Yeah, we do... Oops. We do the southern one first. Let's do the southern one first. Gonna shoot at you. Thanks. Oh, you missed that time, sucker. It's called the candy tax. My kids never have to worry about the candy tax. I just don't like candy that much. I never have. My wife likes some stuff. She likes Sour Patch, and obviously chocolate is very commonly a favorite of hers, depending on the type. My kids have no fear of me being a candy thief. Like every once in a while, I'll get like, you know, like a hankering for something like Starburst jelly beans or something, but I can never finish what it is. Hello! Oh boy. This guy's not the same as the last one. I'm bringing the muscle. Victor. Victor's the muscle, man. 54 and just wrecking with the hatchet. I'm like, did you say something to me? All right, talk to my man Victor. You want to run your mouth? Talk to my man Victor. All right, so we need to head north now. We got 2 to the north we got to do. Yeah. Whoop. Splish splash. What exactly would you say you do around here? Told those guys I liked it. Oh, man. Is the hatchet bug still a thing? I have no idea. My daughter got a king-size Reese's last night. Turns around and goes, "Here, Daddy, this is for you as part of my tax." That's perfect. My kids would be totally willing to share. They're always trying to give it to me. You know, they're like, "Oh, we got this. You want this, Papa? Do you want this, Papa?" I'm like, "Nah, I just don't like candy that much, guys." They're about as good at sharing as you would you would hope to expect from a 6 and an 8-year-old. She's about to be 8. Kids struggle with sharing. Like they certainly have their days where they're super stingy, but they do about as good as you could hope. Because man, it's hard to share. Oh golly, there's a gator right in front of me. Yeah, music change. He's coming. Oh Lord, he coming. That's why they share. No, they share with their mama. They're real sweet about it. Like they'll go up to the house, and if it's a bucket that just says, take 1 or 2, they'll be like, Mama, they got Sour Patch Kids. I joke with my wife. I'm like, babe, the whole neighborhood now knows you love Sour Patch Kids. Oh, this is not good. Yeah. This is going to be a ridiculously long fight. Oh, and are they healing? I think I'm just going to go to the statue. I know I could endure that fight, but it's going to take a dadgum lifetime. Ow. Ow. I thought for certain I was going to get shot again. I thought for certain. Like I was just going to keep getting shot. Yo, Victor hit 55. Nice, Victor. What the actual F? Oh my gosh! Oh, no! I do not want to fight you. I was just looking at you. Dad gum. Rude. Rudy Toot Stinky Boot. Those guys are cool looking, man. Okay. I love these environments, man. So beautiful. Like a bamboo marsh. I don't know how fresh this water would be. All these gators dookying it up. Corrupted tiger. They're cool looking too. What's all this? Floating spinefish. I just got spinefish fins. Looks like Crisis. Look at this little area with a waterfall and stuff. It's just awesome. I love the aesthetic of this game. Was that pre or post-apocalypse run? Well, I mean, post-apocalyptic survival would, yeah, you'd do a lot of running. Yeah, a lot of running and retreating. I think we have to go the way that Manny is going. You'd have to really be okay with being a coward. Some of the time. You know, some of the time you'd have to really be okay with being a coward. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hang on, buddy. Do these guys have high drop rate on eggs? Okay. We would need a lot more of a sampling to decide. But the first one dropped an egg, and I was like, huh, that's interesting. What is that? Like a blob of something? Oh, your cycling would pay off big time? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All the big tough guys of the world, you better have a way to get me at range, which you might, but you're gonna be winded. I'm just gonna be hoofing it. What's that guy doing? Rusted tannin. Oh, golly. What the frick? They really eat their Wheaties in this part of New World. Everything is so big. I would assume the statue's in here. Oh, a supply crate. How good for you. Ouch! Frick! Frick! Daddy, chill. Here comes the muscle. Leaf blow. Okay. Boys, I ain't seeing a statue anywhere. And these jack wagons are all going to start respawning. Oh, maybe up there. Ow.
Hey, big boy.
Golly. That was a mistake. Probably what? In here and up? I see the blue glow. So did that switch? Yes, it did. Okay. All right, we can head back. Searching the skyline for any blue beams. Oh, I am very mad at myself. Oh, there was one up there. Dadgummit, that was probably a fast travel spot. We don't have time. I knew to look for one. I was like, we hadn't seen a fast travel spot in a while. I knew. Oh, that was dumb on my part. Yeah, it was dumb. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yo, look at this guy. He looks awesome. Ouch. Oh, this is not good. I was gonna drown. Somebody out there just rolled their COVID toilet paper hoard over to the End Times toilet paper hoard, playing the long game. Yeah, a stop clock is right twice a day. I mean, eventually they're gonna be ready. You know. Yeah, I got another egg. They might have a good egg drop rate. I don't know. They might be worth farming. Eggs are usually pretty valuable. You go to the right market. You know. Now we had a great ouch. Oh, I hate gators. Gators can actually successfully stun lock you, like you just can't get away from them. Eventually, given enough time, Batman gets diarrhea. Needs more leaf blow. That's good. We had a great turnout today for New World gameplay, guys. I really appreciate it. I literally told my wife last night, I said, I'm just gonna chill tomorrow, you know? I said I'm gonna boot up, do a topic, do a show, and then play the game, and just, you know, we'll see where it goes. Really appreciate it. And thank you everybody who's still here. I'll be sending you over to a premiere in a little bit. It'll be probably the next 5 minutes or so. If you enjoyed Squid Game, I'm gonna make some movie and show recommendations to you. You gotta say it in his voice. I can't really do Christopher Walken. He's hard. Because, like, they had Tom... they had Tom Hiddleston doing impersonations on the one show, and he gets to Christopher Walken, and it just isn't very good. Like, it's probably his weakest imitation. Like, Walken's like one of the hardest guys to impersonate.
Ah, thank you. We have the you will at first, we all hope the Empress will come to realize the futility of her plan.
Batman wanted a leaf blower, he got a Robin. That's pretty good. Wait. It gave me the same quest twice. I wondered why they were identical. Okay. Alright, let me find the inn in this town. Okay, opposite corner. Some of the layouts of the villages are a little irritating. Oh, it's up there. I see it. I think New World gameplay is unobjectionable to a wide range. Yeah, when he was on the Graham Norton show. Yeah. He got to GG's to Manny, Victor, and anybody else who played today, guys. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. He got to what township is this? I am in Ebonscale Reach. It's one of the cooler looking locations. Not exactly convenient, but definitely one of the better looking spots in the game. It keeps. I'm having a hard time showing you. There we go. There. It's good. It's a good looking spot. Yeah, he does an amazing Pacino. His De Niro is good. His Pacino is better. His Pacino is better than his De Niro. And then his Christopher Walken is just kind of like, you know, there's not a lot of punctuation. Like, it just isn't very good. Like, he gets the diction right, but it doesn't sound like Walken. Walken's hard. He's difficult to sound like, I think. Yeah, he does a great De Niro and Pacino from Heat, and then he gets to Christopher Walken. It just isn't as good. So I like we got some new armor today. Oh, we might have some stuff to look at. Hang on. No, and no. Oh, we're getting level 60 drops. Oh, it's all intelligence. That's all strength. Yeah, this might be worth wearing, though. 15 level bump. Yeah, that might be worth wearing just for the stats. We don't necessarily need the calming right now. And the intelligence doesn't help us, but neither does strength. So we're going to change our look a little bit. There we go. That's not bad. That's not bad. I kind of like our look. Let's go to this scene. We were given some new armor today. Yeah, we got some new armor. Let's see. Let me make sure that this thing is the focal video over here. And I'm going to give you a link to where we're heading. And again, like I said, some people might not agree with this approach, but like the partnership managers, like, you're just going to really have to lean on your audience. Like, you're going to need people to really support what you're doing. So I know the content shift on Presents might be a little strange. But it's a huge part of what we're trying to do as both a business and a brand to get SNTR Presents back on course. So when you guys support these premieres, it's super duper helpful. You guys have been amazing over here on gaming. SNTR Gaming has become very predictable and reliable, and we're super appreciative of that. The coffee orders have been very predictable and reliable. Please continue to do that. I don't want anybody to ever think that we've arrived. We have a long way to go, and you guys are definitely paving the way. So there's a link in chat. That's going to be my 5 recommendations if you like Squid Game. There's already comments of people making recommendations as well. So if you like Squid Game, it's probably going to be a great resource of shows and things that you could consume. It's topics we like, though. Yeah, I'm trying to center the topics in the videos around things that you guys might like, whether it's about the Purple Platform or entertainment or Chappelle or culture. I did 2 good ones. I think they're good over the weekend, as well as the Say No to Rage story will continue on Thursday with the Destiny community video, and that's going to be a good one. So I'll leave some music for you guys. Head on over to that premiere. I'll see you over there.